Hello, this is George Grant. Welcome to Freedom Through Vocal Toning, an introduction. Without special training, vocal toning begins with intuitive expression of long droning tones and wordless syllables to resonate and energize the whole body, mind, and soul. The key to understanding vocal toning is more about why it is done instead of how it is done. Vocal toning is a personal process, not a professional product or performance. Vocal toning itself is not the point, but rather the energy, resonance, and inspiration received as a result of the toning. Toning is not a performance for others. With the intention of private meditation and healing, without the pressure to get it right for a critical audience, vocal toning lets us express subtle feelings that may have little other opportunity for release. In a safe environment, with the freedom to experiment, there are no mistakes. The most important skill is to let go of mental judgment, of yourself or of others. The examples of vocal toning on this recording are all excerpts from live, unrehearsed toning sessions. Non-musical tones or dissonant harmonies are included because this is what authentic vocal toning will sound like. Freedom through vocal toning is just plain fun, especially with a group of trusted friends. Toning invites you to let go and simply enjoy being who you are. Immediately, you have more energy and clarity, yet at the same time, you feel calm and relaxed. Spontaneous vocal expression rivets you into the present moment. Without mental chatter, you are free to flow with the tones. Authentic expression is easy and natural, while deep breathing cleanses the nervous system and recharges the body. Stress reduction and long-term health benefits are frosting on the cake. For those who want to pursue the musical joy of vocal toning, simple improvisations of harmony, melody, and rhythm can be added to the droning process, with the same spirit of meditation, spontaneity, and intuition. Making your own musical tones, especially in a group, offers a supreme form of meditation and spiritual inspiration. Nonverbal musical tones have been used for centuries as a form of nonverbal prayer, devotion, and surrender to the divine. Harmonic overtone chant, sometimes called two-tone singing or throat singing, offers a deep meditation experience. With a bit of instruction, it is not that hard and easily combines within the spirit of spontaneous vocal toning. The ancient healers from East and West knew the power of vocal toning. Now, the modern world of hands-on body workers and medical science is realizing the value of vocal toning to release stress and catalyze the healing process. Sound healing and music therapy are now used before, during, and after surgery, at birth and death, and during body work and prayer sessions. As a healing art, vocal toning can include precise yogic breathing, body resonation, and visualization techniques to receive sonic massage from the inside out. Vocal toning is nothing new. In many Native American languages, the more literal translation of the term medicine man is singer. From approximately the 3rd through the 17th century, improvisational toning was used by the early Christians in Europe as a form of wordless prayer. In his book, Sounds of Wonder, Father Eddie Ensley says, "To jubilate was to go beyond ordinary bounds of utterance, and to sing and pray in the realm of the Spirit, namely of wordless praying and singing aloud, as a kind of spontaneous overflowing joy that cannot be expressed in words." This process of spontaneous vocal worship was well described, practiced, and promoted by many popes, saints, and mystics of the early Christian tradition. St. Augustine of Hippo said, "Where speech does not suffice, they break into singing on vowel sounds, that through this means the feeling of the soul may be expressed, words failing to explain the heart's conceptions. Therefore, if they jubilate from earthly exhilaration, should we not sing the jubilation out of heavenly joy, singing what words cannot express? He who sings a jubilus does not utter words, he pronounces a wordless sound of joy. The voice of his soul pours forth happiness as intensely as possible, expressing what he feels without reflecting on any particular meaning. To manifest his joy, the man does not use words that can be pronounced and understood, but he simply lets his joy burst forth without words. His voice then appears to express a happiness so intense that he cannot formulate it." Now let's hear from Saint Isidore of Seville. "Language cannot explain, words cannot explain. It is an effusion of the soul. When the joy of exultation erupts by means of the voice, this is known as jubilation." St. Augustine said this, "Men do not know how to pray or sing to God in the right way. God himself helps through jubilation. In jubilation, God himself helps form the tune." For some unknown reason, spontaneous jubilation mysteriously ended near the beginning of the 17th century. Basic vocal toning requires no training or skills, other than the courage to let go and make some tones. However, some of us love the vocal expression so much that we want to continually improve our fundamental music skills and vocal technique. The Freedom Through Vocal Toning program is a simple 2-step training method. First, practice a few simple skill builders, which clearly focus on listening, harmony, melody, or vocal technique. Then, with an attitude of "here goes nothing," let go and freely tone, without expectation. By yourself or in a group, you can tone for 3 minutes or over an hour. It is truly amazing, but if your group listens to each other, you will all know when to stop. The Freedom Through Vocal Toning program includes dozens of simple skill builders. All skill builders emphasize listening as the basis of responding. Listening is the natural key to communication and spontaneous toning. For training CDs and study manuals in vocal toning and sound healing, please contact George@drumtalk.com or thepathofmusic.com.